Hi, I'm Stephanie Musk. We're here in Miami, Florida at ITEXPO Miami 2013. And today I'm joined by Christoph Busche, Marketing Manager for Voxbone. Christoph, thanks so much for being here.
Hello, Stephanie. Thank you for having me on the show. It's a pleasure to be here.
Definitely. So why don't you tell us a little bit about Voxbone? Who do you got?
Sure.
What do you provide? Who do you market to?
Yeah. So Voxbone is a wholesale voice over IP provider. We are focused on the inbound side of the communication process. So we basically provide telephone numbers, geographic and toll-free telephone numbers to other service providers and enterprises out there. So these companies can use our numbers for various applications, hosted voice platforms, contact centers, conferencing platforms. And we source the telephone numbers in more than 50 countries, and we have more than 4,000 area codes available in our provisioning system. And yeah, so our customers can just go online, select the number that they want, the country that they want, and we link the incoming calls directly to their SIP endpoints.
So, I mean, you guys are in a lot of different areas of the market as well as expanded throughout internationally as well?
Right, yeah. So yeah, we have more than 50 countries available. We have customers all over the world. We do a lot of business in the US, but also in Europe, Asia, South America. In Europe, we're the only operator that is licensed in all 27 countries of the European Union.
Okay, great. So you guys just recently released a new product, Boxout. Would you mind talking a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure, definitely. So Boxout is a wholesale emergency calling service. So we noticed that a lot of our customers are struggling with compliance for emergency services in the market. So what we do is the telephone numbers that they get from us, they can now enable them to make outbound calls to emergency services. So we just launched the service 2 weeks ago, initially in 7 countries in Europe. And we're the only operator that does that. So we're the only provider that allows emergency services in multiple countries over one single IP connection.
And there's a huge market for that, so that's great. Just a great way to expand your portfolio.
Yeah, definitely. It's been around in the US for longer, but in Europe it is still quite difficult because all of these countries, they have different regulations, they have different requirements to set up this kind of service. So we've been working on it for quite a while, and we're happy to showcase it here at ITEXPO Miami, and we've received a lot of good feedback on it so far.
Great.
So we're looking forward to bringing it to the market.
So speaking of featuring things at ITEXPO, you also brought your channel program here.
Yeah, right. We started a new partner program where we cooperate with equipment vendors to make it easy for service providers to deploy international VoIP solutions using the right equipment, using the right network. And so we're doing a joint marketing effort, technical documentation, and just proven interoperability between the vendors and Voxbone. So we initially started a program with Audio Codes, Rivi Systems, and Matrix Telecom. All of those 3 companies are also exhibiting here in Miami,
Yes.
so it was the ideal location to announce that program.
Yeah, that's great, and be able to see them and kind of talk about how you're going to align your goals.
Right.
So that's great. And just in terms of moving forward in the industry, I mean, you guys obviously, you're really busy. How do you see the industry changing, and how are you going to be able to kind of stand the cusp of that?
Well, voice over IP is a big market. It's still got a lot of growth potential. We now have web RTC coming up, so that's also going to be a big market.
Sure.
But in the end, I think the PSTN is still the biggest network, the biggest social network, if you will, out there with 7 billion users.
Sure.
So I think that voice over IP and SIP, web RTC, and the PSTN will coexist for quite a long time. So it's important to have companies that manage the bridge between the PSTN and IP networks.
And clearly with your portfolio, you guys will be able to support that no problem.
Right.
Great. Well, thanks so much for being here today, Christoph. Really appreciate you stopping by and being on the show.
Yeah, thank you again for having me.
Absolutely.
It's been a pleasure.
Thanks.